So yes, finally, Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo. Let's go. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cousin's Toy Reviews, and that's right, I am back with the news. Some real exciting news. Real exciting news. I can't even say that we saw this coming because Hot Toys have been kind of crazy with their releases. They've been giving us some stuff early, some stuff later, and just a whole lot of stuff has just been dry. I mean, it's hard to call at this point, but this was something that a lot of us wanted for years, and they finally gave it to us. Now the question is, are we happy with this prototype? That's the question, which, I mean, people are going to speculate. I know some people are going to be like, man, you should just be happy that y'all got this. But here's the thing. When you're paying the money that we're paying these days for these figures, man, and it's how long we've been waiting for this one, man, we our demands are high. Our demands are high. So let's go ahead and pull it up. And what I'm talking about, that's right. We got Empire Strikes Back Han Solo. That's what we got here. Yes. And I mean, for what it is, it does look good, but I think there's going to be some people talking. There's going to be some inaccuracies. So we're definitely going to be talking about it and touching on that today. Yeah, man. Let me go ahead. Close this real quick. All my chats. Yeah, see all my chats and everything. Man, look. I think for what we're seeing right here, it looks good. I like the fact that they gave us the overcoat. It looks great. I think it looks great. Now, the funny thing is, you see what they got him standing in front of, right? It's fun to speculate, but I don't think we'll ever get a cockpit. I'm just going to talk about that straight up. I don't think we'll ever get a cockpit from Hot Toys. It would be nice. Because I love how that looks back there. But I got my Jazz Ink one, and I'm happy with my Jazz Ink one. But it would be nice to have. I ain't gonna lie, it would be nice to have this amount of detail in the Millennium Falcon cockpit, because as good as the one Jazz Ink did, it was kind of still one of their earlier pieces. I think they could do better today, which is a shame that Yost is not doing the Millennium Falcon. He's not doing any more Star Wars stuff. And that Falcon cockpit is now a grail, and I'm sure it's going to be worth all kind of buku money. Which would make sense if it would be cool if Hot Toys would do theirs. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on and look at this figure. And, like I said, we're here to answer the question, is this worth the wait? Are we satisfied with this? Once again, you get another shot of him in the coat. Let me go ahead and put on my glasses so I can really see what I'm doing. Yeah, man, this looks good. Looks good. Looks like it's built off the same body that the Return of the Jedi Han Solo was built off of. So this really, I mean, honestly, it was kind of an easy thing. The body was already there. The base parts were already there. I mean, all they had to do was change that sculpt up a little bit. And we're going to talk about that sculpt. We're definitely going to talk about that sculpt. But what you see right here, him with the overcoat, I mean, come on, doing a typical Han Solo pose, looks phenomenal. It really does. There he is. There he is with that blue jacket, with that navy jacket, looking cool, like a badass. Han Solo. Here we go. As I said, all these parts we've seen before. We've seen those boots. We've seen the pants. We've seen the gloved hands. I mean, dude, it's not really that much new on this figure besides the head sculpt. And some aspects of the head sculpt, honestly, look a little reused. And we'll get to it. We'll definitely get to it. But he looks badass. And anybody that was, trying to finish their Empire Strikes Back collection, this piece was essential. This piece was totally essential. And they teased it so many years ago. And the fact that they're giving it to us now is just tells you that Hot Toys is giving us everything. This year, 2025 will go down in the history books of the year that they gave us everything. Honestly, they gave us a little too much, to be quite honest with us. I'm quite honest with you. They gave us a little too much, in my opinion. Just a little bit. Just a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. Um, but man, this looks fantastic. It does look good. If you're a Star Wars collector, this is right up your alley. Especially if you're into the OT Star Wars, this is right up your alley. I could see some young guys probably gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I have a Han Solo, but this is the one right here. You get a Han Solo figure, you buy that son of a bitch. I remember a couple years ago, we didn't think we would ever see this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? As an OT collector, yeah, man, this is right up my alley. Once again, they give you that shot of him looking cool as hell. And they got that Falcon copy there. I mean, I think even if they gave you a backdrop like this, I think a lot of people would be happy just with the backdrop. Because a lot of people, let's face it, don't have the space for like those big vehicles. Even I'll tell you, even my space has got eaten up with all the vehicles I have. And I think at this point I have about 6 or 7 vehicles. So they take up a lot of space. They do. You got a DF-150, boom, it's gone. If you have a garage rack, one shelf, it's gone with vehicles, especially something as big as that Falcon cockpit. If you can find one, the Jazz Inc. one, you're going to pay a lot of money and it's going to be a lot of space. So I could definitely, it would be nice if they gave us like a backdrop with this. There he is. Once again, the figure looks fantastic. Looking at the hands, look like they have the same like kind of wrinkly hands, like the more detailed hands, I would say, that came with the Return of the Jedi Han Solo that just dropped not too long ago. They also give you see, and this right here, guys. I don't know. They once again, and look, look, guys. As we said before, it's fun to speculate. Right? With this right here, them giving him the goggles and the tools, you know, some would say, old me would be like, oh my God, they're hinting it. They may just give us the Falcon cockpit. They're not going to give you that Falcon cockpit. I would be surprised if they give you a Falcon cockpit, because this we used to speculate and have fun with this, but I mean, history has showed us that they don't like doing vehicles. You know, they're gonna leave that to the other company. They're gonna leave that to Jazz Inc. as they should at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of stuff coming out, too much stuff. So I don't think we'll get that. And like I said, once again, history has shown us that they've given us accessories to go with a diorama or a vehicle and never produce it. I mean, with the Han and Chewie box set from A New Hope, they gave us the little headsets and no Falcon cockpit. And that was how long ago? 2020, what was that, 2015? So we're talking 10 years ago, okay? 10 years ago. So you think they're gonna, just because they give you those tools don't mean you're getting that Falcon cockpit. Like I said, if they do that, shit, I don't know. And look, they could, but the odds are no, they're not. But it is cool that they threw that in, definitely. For the people that do have the Jazz Inc. Falcon cockpit, you can definitely do that. So that is, and that just works perfectly. That works perfectly. Seriously. So let's keep moving along. Now here it is. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the head sculpt. Head sculpt looks fantastic. Looks just like young Harrison Ford. The hair. That hair, I believe, is from A New Hope. That's A New Hope hair. And I believe that is the New Hope hair from the New Hope Han Solo Hot Toys release. So I'm sure they used updated paint applications, because the hair looks way better than it did in the New Hope Han Solo version. But the sculpt is the same. And his hair was not like that in Empire Strikes Back. That's the problem. Hair was not like that in Empire Strikes Back. It was a little bit more swept back. It was a little bit more rounded, if I would say. So they gotta fix that. That's off. That's off. And if I'm wrong, please comment because that looks off. The hair did not look like that in Empire Strikes Back. It didn't. And like I said, if I'm wrong, leave a comment, let me know. Y'all already know how y'all do. So yeah, that needs to be fixed. But outside of that, Sculpt looks good. It's fire. It really is. It looks good. It really looks good. But that hair needs fixed. For as long as we waited, it looks fixed. It needs fixed. Once again, looking at the hands, they gave you the detailed hands. The stitching on the coat. I mean, I'm nitpicking at this point, but I wish the stitching was a little smaller. These are one of the things that InArt does better than Hot Toys, in my opinion. The stitching is a little bit more fine on InArt figures than it is on Hot Toys. That is something that I've always talked about. But the thing is, we've seen Hot Toys give us smaller stitching on other pieces, and then, you know, on other pieces, give us the same big stitching. So I don't know. It really just, I guess it just depends on what the factory is doing that day or what materials they have sourced. Who knows? But I do think that stitching can be just a little bit more fine. But at this point, I'm completely nitpicking. Figure, outside of all that, figure looks great, guys. This is a great Han Solo figure. It's coming into the collection. Look at him looking cool as shit. Look at how handsome that guy is. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. It's coming home, bro. It's definitely coming home. This, regardless, is coming home. This is one that we've been waiting for forever. Looking at that head sculpt again, looks just like Harrison Ford. Young Harrison Ford. I mean, they nailed it. Completely. They nailed it. It's just that hair. And this hair looks good. Don't get me wrong. Sculpted, they're killing it with their sculpted hair, as always. But it's just not, the shape is wrong. That's just what it is. Man, looks good. And they're just showing you all these angles. They're like, look how good that sculpt. Yes, the sculpt looks good, guys. It looks good. You did your thing. You get 2 styles of costume display. Absolutely. Looks great. You get the separate eyeball rolling system, which comes standard with all Hot Toys releases at this point. And here it is, the last shot of everything Han Solo comes with. You get the separate eyeball rolling system. You get the overcoat. You get the working goggles and the working mechanics for the Falcon cockpit that you will not get. You also seem like, I didn't even see this in the pictures. You get that little mask that he had. You get that there as well. Y'all just had to do it. Hold on. Howard just loves when I do this shit. Howard. Boots are not a fucking accessory. Stop it. Stop it. But they do look good. They do. He just loves when I do that shit. You get the boots, you get the pistol, the holster, you get the little device on the belt, you get a pile of hands, gloved and ungloved, and of course you get that new style heightened base, which is cool, but it would be better if it had lights. And that, my friend, is the Han Solo, and I think it looks good. And it's totally coming home in the collection, and yes, I will be having it. Yes. But to answer the question, do I think, am I satisfied with this release? For the most part, I am. I do hope they changed their hair a little bit. But I think if they had tweaked it, if they had tweaked their hair, it would have been very close to what we seen in the Return of the Jedi. So I think they wanted to go with that hairstyle to make the figure more different. I don't know, because it's not really that much different than the Return of the Jedi version, which it shouldn't be. But it's an essential Han Solo. I think it's one to have. We now have the opportunity to have all 3 Han Solos from the original trilogy. So yeah, It's a buy. It's totally a buy. But am I super duper excited? Yeah and no. I think that's the best way to put it. Yeah and no. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Remember, like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. Now, here's the thing. We know that some things have been rumored to come out. They dropped this Han Solo. So, can we be getting finally the released version? I mean, released version, but the release of Chewbacca and C-3PO, because that's the big one. That's one of the biggest releases this year. So it's rumored to be coming out soon. So I'm thinking, if not today, today's pretty much, they already dropped what they were going to drop today. But if not today, next week, we could be getting that figure. So set your wallets on stun, because a lot of stuff is to come. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Love you. Deuces.